You can say molested, but those children, as you heard say, the grown-up Robson and Safechuck, they were thrilled to be there. Streisand even went as far as saying that Jackson's alleged abuse didn't kill them. They both married and they both have children, so it didn't kill them, Streisand said. Despite Streisand's defense of Jackson, she admitted she does feel bad for Robson, now 36, and Safechuck, now 41. It's a combination of feelings. I feel bad for the children, I feel bad for him. I blame, I guess, the parents, who would allow their children to sleep with him. Why would Michael need these little children dressed like him and in the shoes and the dancing and the hats? Leaving Neverland director Dan Reed responded to Streisand's interview on Twitter, writing, "It didn't kill them at Barbra Streisand. Did you really say that?" #Leaving Neverland. In Leaving Neverland, Robson and Safechuck described how Jackson allegedly used his infamous California compound to transfix the boys when he invited each of them there, keep them separate from their parents, and even warn him of anyone approaching a room in which, they say, he was usually assaulting them. Neverland Ranch, the 2,700-acre property where the pop star lived for 15 years, is currently on the market. The realtor's description of the property, which has been renamed Sycamore Valley Ranch, includes features like a fire department building, a swimming pool, basketball and tennis courts, game rooms, a zoo and multiple guest houses. Jackson's famous private amusement park, which featured a Ferris wheel, carousel, roller coaster and an arcade, has been removed. Related, Wade Robson speaks out on burning his Michael Jackson thriller-style jacket in Leaving Neverland. In Leaving Neverland, Safechuck details how many of the kid-friendly features were allegedly used for sinister purposes. There was a castle in the theme park, and upstairs there was a bedroom. You could see if somebody was coming. It had just a small bed. Up there, we would have, he says, recalling his alleged experience at age 10. In part 1 of the documentary, he identifies numerous secret rooms and secluded places where Jackson would allegedly take him. He had an Indian fort with teepees, so we would lay down sleeping bags, have snacks and then have oral relations there. There's a third-floor attic. It was kind of secluded. You could only get to it from these steep stairs. You could tell if somebody was coming. So we would go in there and have. Safechuck also claims Jackson molested him in a guest house far from the main residence that the singer used to hold memorabilia, in the pool and jacuzzi, in a hidden bedroom above the arcade and in a suite in Jackson's private movie theater. Robson also recalls being taken with the ranch. We were all tripping out on this place. It was just out of a storybook, out of a fairy tale, he says. The sheer size of the property also facilitated the star keeping his alleged victims hidden away from their parents, according to Robson's mother Joy Robson. Safechuck explains that play and abuse blended together for him because of the presence of kids' toys and games in these spaces. There's toys everywhere, things to do. So they just kind of mix together, he says. Jackson's estate issued a statement to people in January ahead of the Sundance premiere and blasted the documentary as a pathetic attempt to make money off of the singer. This is yet another lurid production in an outrageous and pathetic attempt to exploit and cash in on Michael Jackson, the statement read. Wade Robson and James Safechuck have both testified under oath that Michael never did anything inappropriate toward them. Safechuck and Robson, the latter a self-proclaimed master of deception, filed lawsuits against Michael's estate, asking for millions of dollars. Both lawsuits were dismissed. Jackson was